Big 3 fans in honor of Andre Emmett and what he brought to the Big 3. And 6'6" out of Michigan State, the captain for Tri-State, number 23, Jason Richardson. The assistant coach for Tri-State is an NBA All-Star whose career spanned 13 seasons, known as the Mayor, Steve Mix. The head coach for Tri-State is an NBA and ABA champion, as well as the most valuable player in both leagues. His number is retired by both the Nets and 76ers. A Hall of Famer and one of the greatest players of all time, Dr. J. Julius Erving.
Give it up for Dr. J! Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. All the way up. Tell me all the way up, Drake. You know you made it when the fact you match made it is worth millions. Lemonade is a popular drink and it still is. Survival of the latest. To really upburst up in your business. I'm in the room with real, not allowed. I'm the only one in the room that they fear right now.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making our way to the court, their opponents, their Big 3 record. Outstanding. 6 victories, 1 defeat. They are 3-headed monsters!
6'6" out of Tennessee Tech, number 55, Kevin Murphy. 6'8" out of Alabama, number 8, Jamario Moon. 6'11" out of Baylor, number 30, Quincy Miller. 6'1" playing out of LSU, the co-captain for 3-headed monsters, number 7, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. And the captain of the 3-headed monsters, 6'10" out of Elsick High School, number 9, Rashard Lewis.
Dallas, Texas area, and our third game for Big 3, the final week of the regular season. Tri-State against the three-headed Monsters, looking to lock in that #1 seed. Jim Jackson, Lisa Bynes, and Brian Scalabrine with you to take you through the third game. No Scal math, no math to be done. We got the 4 playoff teams in. We know those. Three-headed Monsters, Trilogy, Power, and Aliens. And the interesting part of this game, three-headed Monsters playing for that #1 seed. Tri-State has already been eliminated, so what do you think we're going to see here today?
Well, I do believe that three-headed Monsters want to have that. So not going to manipulate the lineup. You want to finish out strong. You started this thing to be #1, so now you have an opportunity to close it out that way. So I don't see any changes being made philosophically for three-headed Monsters.
Injury considerations, though,
Yeah,
possibly, for maybe a guy named Kevin Murphy?
Yeah. You know, I think it depends on how the game is flowing more than anything else. Because Kevin Murphy is in a situation in his second year to be MVP. It's been Joe Johnson for so long, but his impact has been phenomenal for not just the league and three-headed Monsters, just what he's been able to do. So 22 points in all 6 games this season. I mean, he beat you from so many different ways. And it will be interesting to see timing-wise how he plays, how many minutes he plays. Yeah, because it is important that he's healthy going into the playoffs, but you still want to ensure that you get the #1 seed.
Well, Tri-State eliminated from playoff contention, but one guy, Jay Rich, he's going to bring it here today. We know that.
He is, and for Tri-State, the question is, you're out of the playoff hunt, what do you have to gain? It's called being a professional. You come here and you still do your job. Okay, you still want to win. It may not mean anything in the record books in regards to you getting to the playoffs, but you want to finish off the season, I think, on a strong note. You do that by playing hard and playing competitive, and I think that's what we'll get. I believe that's what we'll get from Tri-State.
Rosters presented by PNC Bank. Jay Rich is the guy that leads in scoring and rebounding here for Tri-State, and some scoring milestones, perhaps records to be broken on the three-headed Monsters side. Rashard Lewis sitting at 433 all-time points in Big 3 history, 12 off of tying that record. Keep an eye on that. Kevin Murphy is also chasing Joe Johnson for the single season point tally. He is 25 off of tying that record. He averages 26. So certainly possible for that to be happening. Reggie Theus, what a job he has done here with the three-headed Monsters. You're #1 for him with this team. And oh, here we go. Dr. J bringing it.
AKA Moses Guthrie.
Scal is standing by with Kevin Murphy.
All right, Kevin, now, I've never been in this situation, but I want to ask you, are you going for the MVP? Are you going for the all-time scoring title in this game today?
Man, I'm just playing basketball, man. Whatever happens, happens.
Are you going for the #1 seed?
Of course.
There you go.
Direct and to-the-point questions
Hey,
from
Scal, if that was you and you had the scoring title, and I interviewed you and said, okay, Scal, are you going for the scoring title, what would you say?
100%. I go for trophies and mantles and participation awards. I go for those things. They stay on the mantle. I don't got many of those. So if I can get them, I want them.
So listen, so you would be humble and say, well, you know, I'm just trying to get the win. It's I'm going to get it, right?
No, I couldn't. If I was humble, I wouldn't be in that position. I can tell you that.
Here's the key rules to keep in mind, as always. Want to introduce those to any new viewers here to the Big 3. It's the first to 50 points, got to win by 2. 25 gets you to halftime, 14-second shot clock, no game clock. Free throw situation, you get 1 shot based on where you get fouled. You can get a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, or a 4-pointer, and 3 spots for 4 points 30 feet away.
You know, a part of strategy, too, if you're three-headed Monsters, this gives you a chance to maybe input a few new plays that you can work on live against the team going into the playoffs.
I feel you. Well, they had the bye, right, last week.
Yep.
In a similar situation with the Aliens, who looked a little bit rusty to start their game.
Yeah, and I think you know this, Lisa, that's why it's important that they do play, because not playing last week and maybe not playing fully this week puts you behind the 8 ball in regards to rhythm going into the playoffs. There's always that thing like in football and basketball, end of the season, do we sit them out or do we play to keep the rhythm going?
Summers gets the 2, And of course, the first bucket, you saw it coming from Kevin Murphy. Now 23 off of tying Joe Johnson, 25 or 24 from breaking it. Jay Rich from 3, and he's had a really good three-point shooting year.
No, he has. I mean, whether that's off the dribble, catch and shoot, coming off of down screens.
18 three-point makes, best in the league. This year, he came in, he was tied with Gerald Green with 17, but that one pushed him past Green. They leave Murphy open. Oh, he's 2 for 2 to begin with. A quick 5 points. He might get that record in the first half.
He can score in bunches, though. I mean, if he gets it going, I mean, he scores in bunches. You know, not one-dimensional in what he does, so it's not like you can say, well, we're going to take this away from him and he'll be ineffective. That's not the case.
Jay Rich, that spin move, and he's got 2. 5 points total.
Well, you know, the difference with this Tri-State team is three-point shooting. And they went 3-1, 3-game winning streak right at the beginning, and they shot 48%. 23-47 from the 3, but the 3 games that they lost, see Mahmoud knock it in. They were just 11 for 45. So it's a catch-22 with Tri-State, and that's what hurt them down the stretch. Their inability to knock in three-point shots, which means that they didn't get enough paint points. They relied too much on three-point shooting, and it came back to haunt them.
Denman gets his first 2. He had that bring the fire 4-point play last week we've talked about. Mahmoud off the bounce. It's a 4-point attempt from Murphy. Oh, it's his day. It is his day.
For Kevin Murphy.
Why not? I mean, when you got it going like this, I mean, again, that's a soft touch from that deep.
Richardson. That was a 4-point attempt. Mahmoud clears and fires and hits from the corner for 3. Yeah, the timeout. Not shooting here in game number 3.
See, this is shooting just like Lisa Byington back in the day. Soft touch inside, nothing but money.
Let's not get carried away.
So every time they make a switch, you got to small, you got to go to the rim. You got to go to the rim. You guys got to recognize the switches. Just got to go right to the rim. Yeah, right to the rim every time. I'll sacrifice that. It's their ball, right? So yes, their ball. Down the road and leg. So listen, you know they're going to come with something, right? It's going to be some kind of pick and roll. So right now, get over the pick. You get over the first pick, the play is over. Yeah. Okay. If we mess up and switch it, now their play is working. So get over that first pick, regardless of where it is. Okay. Now hold on. If they're setting a pick with your man, back off of me. On that high pick, you want him to go under that first? If it's high enough, let him go under. Yeah. Come on, your man on me. Take him under.
The Big 3 returns to the Sunshine State as the 2022 playoffs get underway
next Sunday on CBS.
Session with the rebound. Johnson takes another try. Ball game.
The top 4 teams will battle for a spot in the championship. Sunday, August 14th, Amalie Arena.
Kevin Murphy delivers.
Big 3 is who we are. Fireball 3 is what we play.
It all goes down next Sunday on CBS.
Can't wait for that. 3-Headed Monsters trilogy. Power and Aliens, we now know, are going to be in the playoffs. A good crowd showing up here for the final time they get to at least watch the Big 3 this season in the Dallas area. But a good home for Big 3. Heads up.
Lisa.
You weren't watching again.
No, because I know you got my back. Now you gonna give me the ball?
No, I'm not going to give you the ball. That's the second time today.
Because I know you got. See, listen.
You on your phone? What are you doing?
Listen, when you know I multitask.
You eating some popcorn?
No. Listen, if I had a cigar, then maybe yeah. But nice move by Kevin Murphy. But when you got a partner that you know looks out for you, worry about it.
Okay.
You
That's
know,
true. That's true.
if it was B. Cuss, then I'd be like, nah, he ain't looking out.
I mean, I might throw Scal under the bus, but.
Ooh.
You already did that. The 6 a.m. workouts, all that stuff. You've been doing that. It's 2 weeks in a row.
It's only because I love you, Scal. If you're not picked on, you're not liked. That's the kind of household I grew up in.
And I like that too. I don't like people that act nice to my face. Those people are shady to me.
Nice, not to your face, and something like that. Murphy's got double figures with 11 points. And again, he needed 25 coming into today to tie Joe Johnson for the single-season scoring record. Sweet Lou from the corner.
What I love about the start for Three-Headed Monsters is your best player set the tone early. Now, we teased a lot, you know, in that open in regards to after the interview with Scal about him getting the scoring. And his whole thing was, I want the #1 seed. Well, he's about to accomplish both, I believe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You can do both.
You can do both.
Without sacrificing a team goal.
Exactly, because he's playing hard and he's not out here hunting shots.
Right. 11 points, as I mentioned, for Kevin Murphy. So Johnson had 182 points last year. Mahmoud gets blocked by Dentman. Dentman for three, knocks it down.
Dentman for three.
I think Three-Headed Monsters, if they're thinking win, they want to make this a quick win too. There's Murphy is short.
Get in and out, take care of your business. But Tri-State is competing, though.
Summers takes the pass, knocks down the three-point shot.
For three.
Well, I mean, that's what made them so tough when they were in the 3-game winning streak. They started off 3-1. It was when they were knocking in shots via the three-point line.
Murph with that spin
move.
Beautiful. He's got 13.
So what do you take away? You put him in the mid-post. He can score.
He's already hit a 4-point shot.
He hit a 4-point shot. He hit a 3-point shot. He can drive.
So what's the answer?
Well, it's none, obviously. Nobody between the last 7 weeks have been able to figure it out.
He's averaging 26 for the season, or 26 per game.
Yeah, hasn't had under 22 points.
Uh-oh, that's a 4-pointer. That's a 4-pointer,
and
got fouled. You pull a bring the fire here? Or do you let him shoot for 4?
I let him shoot for 4. I would. Uh-oh, Doc bringing it. We bumped him afterwards, so.
I'm with you, though. I would go with the uncontested distance shot from 4-point territory.
See, Murphy's gonna be able to get a shot. He'll be able to get a, if he goes quick, he'll get to a spot.
Right, we'll see how this turns out. Murphy, crossover on Summers. Murphy trying to step in, spin move, fade away.
Kevin Murphy.
Try to stop that.
4 points.
I told you. Hey, listen, I may not be the smartest, but I ain't the dumbest either.
We know who the best on the court is
That's
right
right.
now. That's for sure. 15 of the 25 coming from Kevin Murphy.
Again, he may be short in stature, but not in heart and size. And Kevin Murphy raining havoc over BIG3, able to knock in that shot to put it at the halftime. Three-Headed Monsters up 7.
Give it up for the Monster Energy Breakdancer!
The Big 3 returns to the Sunshine State as the 2022 playoffs get underway next Sunday on CBS.
Session with the rebound. Johnson takes another try. Ball game!
The top 4 teams will battle for a spot in the championship. Sunday, August 14th, Amalie Arena.
Kevin Murphy delivers.
Big 3 is who we are. Fireball 3 is what we play. It all goes down next Sunday on CBS.
Three-headed monsters, trilogy, power, aliens. Those are the teams we know will be playing for the playoffs next week. How about that guy?
B-boy, back in the day. I could never do that. I used to break dance and stuff like that, but like the spinning and the one thing I couldn't really get. I could pop lock though. But I see you looking at me like I'm crazy. I see you looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, I saw you looking at me. Yeah, you did. You kind of did.
He's Jim Jackson. I'm Lisa Byington. Scal's with us as well. Well, a big first half for Kevin Murphy.
Are we surprised?
No.
Really? I mean, the question we asked was, you know, how much would he play? Do you protect everyone from injury and kind of peel back? Well, I think no is the answer, because three-headed monsters want to complete the deal, which is gaining that #1 seed, putting themselves in the position where they're the best team heading into the playoffs, and have that advantage. And Kevin Murphy, you see his stuff, let us know, Lee.
Time to take a look at the Big 3 Heat Vision. It's powered by Microsoft. This is where he got his points from.
Where you want it, inside, outside. What, he missed one shot there? And you see again shooters, you can't see from the top.
What do you think of this rim mat?
I love it because it's allowing you to see that his shots where he's at. A lot of them are long shots, or right in the middle. One just a little short, but listen, short as far as making it.
Scales with Reggie Theus.
All right, Coach, a lot of things going on here. You're going for the playoffs. You got an MVP candidate, #1 seed. Like, what's your mindset for coaching this team today?
Listen, I tell our guys all the time, this game is about time and score the entire game, not for 5 minutes. So you got to have your mind, and you have the way you play. It's all a mindset, and they got a pretty good mindset, and they're playing together. That's what we have to keep on.
All right, thanks, Coach.
8 points to tie for that man right there, Murph. The single-season scoring record set by Joe Johnson last year. 8 to tie, 9 to break here in this second half. Nixon getting the start here for Tri-State.
Doc trying to switch it up a little bit. You know, first time we've seen that, right? A little palming.
Yeah.
A call.
A carrying call.
So it's in the rule book. Officials will call it. One per year, one per season.
Get the quota.
Yeah, get the quota.
Wait, did you get your carrying call in this season?
Yeah, exactly. Sanders.
Giving them some space.
Yeah, no.
Sanders will take it.
But, you know, the challenge with that is you give a guy some space and he inches in, and you keep giving space. Guess what now?
Now he's
Sanders
closer to the basket.
he's only 5 foot from the basket.
Right.
At some point, you got to stop retreating and pick back up. Beautiful. Oh, he got grabbed, too, by Sanders.
Got a lot of new faces here. Starting this second half for both these teams.
Yeah. Quincy Miller. It's Mario Moore. This is a well-balanced Monsters team, though. Long, you know, a lot of interchangeable parts.
You know who's still in it, though? It's Kevin Murphy.
Yeah.
He got the ball.
Duh.
Takes the contact. You know, we showed you the Heat Vision powered by Microsoft and where he's getting his shots, and you're thinking, okay, that's not all his shots. It doesn't factor in layups, doesn't factor in dunks, but it's just an interesting tool trying to get shooters to realize where they're missing with their shots.
Well, yeah, because a lot of times you know you miss shots, but if you track it the way the tool allows you to, and the program does, if you're missing a lot on the right-hand side of the rim, it's a reason why it's in your form. So now you can correct it. You know you can pinpoint exactly where your misses are coming from. If they're short, if they're long, and you can make that adjustment as a shooter.
Sanders gets another. It's a company called Noah that actually also can track the arc of your shot. And anywhere from 43% to 47% is ideal.
And why that's important, because you get soft bounces that can roll in, but also from an offensive rebounding perspective, you give yourself a chance, your teammates, on those soft misses to be able to get second shots.
There's no Tim Duncan line drive shots that are occurring in using that system.
Hey, he was consistent with the line drive from the outside and from the free throw line.
He was.
But that line drive worked off the backboard, I can tell you that. Man, his backboard game was epic.
Play him in bigger horse than that, right? There's a strong take. Quincy Miller.
You know, it's kind of good to see, you know, this three-headed monster team's been to the final twice. And two of the originals, Mahmoud and also Rashard Lewis, are still here searching for that elusive championship. Is this the year? They got the right combination, I think, of complementary guys with the motor, which is Murphy. You know, for so many years, it was Rashard and Mahmoud kind of leading the way. The
only time they lost this year, landed off, that's a soft touch there for Nixon. June 18th, lost to Ghost Ballers, 53-50, and that's the only blemish for three-headed monsters this year. Got that championship look. We talked about how they had a double-digit lead against Trilogy in the championship last year, and ended up falling to Jarrett Jack and company.
Epic championship game, too.
Nice angle there from the Ray Nixon layup. Jay Rich.
You're very familiar with Sparty.
No.
Huh?
2000 National Championship. He had the, I don't know if you remember this, he had like a play off the forehead, right? And he could shoot a three-pointer. What, in the All-Star game? I went to one of his camps and he actually let me, I covered his camp, he let me do that.
What?
Throw it actually off his forehead and I could shoot the three-point shot.
Did you make it?
After like 9 tries.
You're talking about ultimate leadership. Think about Mo Cleaves, the ankle injury.
Oh gosh, yeah.
During
and then coming back.
And then coming back, the Willis Reed moment. Yeah, you know,
right.
Hold on here. You're going to let that slide? Like, you threw it off his face 9 times before you made it?
I was wondering.
He let you throw it 9 times off his forehead?
Yes.
That is no way.
That is the buried lead. And Jimmy didn't take the bait on that. I was looking at him like he was going to ask me. He let you throw it off in 9 times, and he did. What a great guy, huh?
Scal would have been done after 1.
You get 1 chance. That's it. That's amazing. He's an amazing person for allowing that to happen.
Forget everything he's done in his career.
That's the best, the most unselfish thing he's ever done in his career, right there. Like bang, 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 bang off the head.
That's right.
Oh, speaking of which.
Jay Rich.
Oh, good block by Sanders.
Jay Rich gets it back out to Nixon. Checks those feet. They're behind the three-point line, and he gets all 3 of them.
Okay.
Three-headed monsters called timeout.
Guess what? Tri-State takes the lead against three-headed monsters.
No quit. You know, it's easy for Tri-State too. They could have come here and sort of, you know, we're just here for window dressing. You know, in a way, we have nothing to play for. But hey, we talked about it at the beginning. Let's see how competitive they're going to be.
Come on.
And this is even when they got down early. They fought back in this second half.
Yeah, Tri-State has been eliminated. And they've lost 3 straight coming into this game.
All right? No matter which way you go, you're the roller, you're the popper. Okay? No matter which way you go. Come on, guys. Bring it in.
Reggie Theus, is he your coach of the year?
Yeah. I mean, for years with Bivouac not having a lot of success, knew Reggie could coach, but the personnel just didn't could come together now, make a switch, fresh new faces, add some talent, and Reggie is at the top of the food chain, so to speak. So, of course, I think win or lose, he'll get Coach of the Year this year.
Well, there's coaching consistency.
Yeah.
I mean, all the coaches stayed the same. There's that one switch with Gary Payton and Reggie Theus just switching teams. Miller.
Nice.
Gives the lead right back to Three-Headed Monsters. Murphy still in. He is 6 off of tying Joe Johnson's single-season scoring record. 7 from breaking it. Sanders, turnaround. Jay Rich, you can't get it. Murph, his team with the 1-point edge, gives it up to Miller. Well short. Jay Rich from the corner. Murphy, take the triple try, knocks it down.
But see how quick he got back out to the three-point line? So that gave him time, even with a longer defender in Larry Sanders, to still get a shot up, because he sprinted out once the ball was up, and then it was a long rebound off the shot by Richardson.
Nixon has found his rhythm.
Yep.
Murph is 3 off from tying Joe Johnson, 4 from breaking the record. Murphy to tie Joe Johnson.
Go get him.
Nixon.
Oh, Ray Nixon.
See what happened? You're knocking a couple threes. Basket's real big.
Look, this is his last game this season. He's gonna make the most of the playing time that he's getting here in the second half. He's had a couple of buckets, giving Tri-State the lead. That's the latest, floating for 2.
Our ball, right?
They always smile when they see themselves on that camera.
Let's go get back real quick. Murphy, you have the ball here, okay? All right? Q, you're here.
Yeah.
Okay? You're down here, Rashard, okay? I'm sorry, I got it upside down. Murphy, you're here, okay? Q, you're here.
Yeah.
Rashard, you're here. Okay, so you're gonna cut, he's gonna hit you, gonna hit him back, gonna set the pick. Okay, so now, as soon as you get up, Q, you gotta get way over here. Okay, you got a spot to here. Okay, if they switch or anything and you got a situation, you roll, but you gotta read it from there. You good with that? You good with that?
We gotta guard the 3-point line. That's how they get back in the game. Ray Nixon hit like 3 threes.
Don't let up, fellas. Don't let up.
The Big 3 returns to the Sunshine State as the 2022 playoffs get underway next Sunday on CBS.
In session with the rebound, Johnson takes another try. Ball game!
The top 4 teams will battle for a spot in the championship. Sunday, August 14th, Amalie Arena.
Kevin Murphy delivers.
Big 3 is who we are. Fireball 3 is what we play. It all goes down next Sunday on CBS.
Three-Headed Monsters Trilogy, Power, Aliens, those 4 teams that will be in the playoffs. Today's attendance, it is a sellout for the final week of the regular season. Week number 8, season number 5 of Big 3 basketball. Get your official Big 3 merch at store.big3.com for league and team apparel, including jerseys, hats, jackets. Get it all at store.big3.com.
36-37. Let's go!
Dallas has always been a great marketplace for Big 3, you know, especially post the pandemic. I mean, we've had 13,000 in AA one year when all the teams, at the time it was 8, I believe it was, we're in one venue, we were up close to 17,000.
Murphy to Ty Johnson. Summers for three. Left it short. And Richardson will take it himself. Miller, that hesitation, takes it right side. And draws a foul on DeJuan Summers. It's gotta be fun for you to come back to Dallas too.
Always. I mean, there's so many memories. I was driving down the tollway yesterday, just thinking about the times of coming home from games and my old spot, leaving Frisco, going downtown, seeing Frankfurt Road where I used to live.
We'll bring the fire challenge here in the second half.
I like it.
Coming from Dr. Che. So Miller's got, Summers.
No basket.
Good challenge.
Yep, great challenge, great use of it right there, especially being up one. Now you get the possession back by Tri-State.
We haven't done any scout math until at this point. You know, Three-Headed Monsters has an opportunity to be a #1 seed scout. But if by chance they lose this game, what happens then?
If they lose by more than 9, then it would be the #2 seed. Trilogy would be #1. No matter what, Power's 3, Aliens is 4, but it doesn't matter how much they lose by.
So if they get the #1 seed,
correct,
they would take on a #4 Aliens team
in the first round for a loser out. No math on that day.
Appreciate your services, Scal.
No calculator needed.
Oh, look out, look out. Tamario Moon coming over to say hi.
Well, but watch this, okay? Jay Rich, end of the season, no playoffs on the line. You see me right there? Make sure Moon was good. See?
When it counts, he got reaction time.
Okay, but go back to Jay Rich. He didn't have to dive after that.
No, he didn't. You're right. That's not a surprise, is it?
No, not at all. It's a Big Ten thing. You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Summers with that step back.
Nice move.
Yeah, he got that soft touch.
Yeah, no. He felt Murphy reaching. Just that little step back created that space. Not that he couldn't shoot over the top, but a nice touch.
Murphy get 3 off of time, Joe Johnson. He might be able to do it at the free throw line.
Look at that, look. And where's your hand? What are you doing?
Watching you.
No, what's that hand right there, that little finger that you were doing? It came in the camera like you were gonna help me on that. So you'll help with the ball when it's easy to catch. But a big 250-pound person coming.
I was pulling back.
Exactly.
I'm like, Jimmy's got it. He doesn't need my help.
The ball comes as easy. People start diving.
As a point guard, that's a natural reaction. Grab the ball. Protect your teammates. That's you. Nixon continues to have the hot hand. 42-38.
Wow. But, you know, he didn't creep in. He kept his spacing when Summers was penetrating, which was smart. And Summers put it right in the shooting pocket for Nixon.
Nixon's got 16 points. Apparently took that away from Murph. Murph for 4 and the record.
It was online, too. Right online.
He's got one of those already.
DeJuan Summers.
Tri-State looks tough. Different rotations for sure for Three-Headed Monsters.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-oh.
Why not? Why not?
Ray Nixon.
Nixon with 19. Yeah, he's feeling it.
Oh, he's on fire!
First team to 50 wins. Point game right now here for Tri-State.
And we get into that number again.
And it is point game.
What was it, Scal?
9 points, Scal. Scal is doing some laps right
dialing
now.
up Scal. Scal, you there?
I am here.
Your mouth was wide open, just sitting there watching. We asked you a question and you gave us nothing.
They were talking to me, and when they talk to me, I can't hear you. So, what was the question?
To stop the action.
We have to take it to the hole. All right, we have to take it to the hole. Play smart. Play smart. We get the ball back. Listen up, we get the ball back. After the free throw, we get the ball back.
One thing to note, guys, is
come on, let's finish this. Come on, guys, come on.
Power is playing really good right now. I mean, they're playing some of the best basketball in the Big Three. They are the 3 seed. I'm not, no disrespect to the aliens, but right now it looks like they're on a different level. Number 1 seed does matter. So it's between Three-Headed Monsters and Trilogy. So it does matter. And that number 1 seed would be a big difference between playing Power, who is really rolling right now, versus playing aliens.
Great point. Right, Lise?
Yeah, no, it's a really great point. And wouldn't it be something? You got Murphy at the free throw line with the possibility of trying to get a scoring record, a single season scoring record with Three-Headed Monsters, a possibility of getting a number 1 seed. They could possibly fall short of both of those things. Something doesn't turn quickly. Murphy misses the free throw.
Now see, 3-pointer here.
Wins it.
It takes like you said, takes everything away. Here it is, the hot man.
Set for 3, into the upset for Tri-State.
Your final score, Tri-State 50. Three-Headed Monsters 38.
22 for that man, and a 50-38 final.
Wow. A lot of questions coming into the game in regards to where the headspace would be at for Tri-State. They knocked it out the park. Started a little bit slow, but Nixon able to finish the deal. And you were prophetic, Lisa.
Kevin Murphy, by the way, watch this shot. So Three-Headed Monsters falls from possibly the number 1 seed now to the number 2 seed. Kevin Murphy, my friend, 1 point shy of tying Joe Johnson's single season scoring record. But the story in the second half is that man, Ray Nixon, with the final shot to win it for Tri-State in his final game for Tri-State this season. So there you go. The number 1 seed now goes to Trilogy with the Tri-State win. Three-Headed Monsters will take on Power, and it'll be Trilogy against Aliens next weekend in Tampa. Scal is with Ray Nixon.
All right, where you been all year? Where's that shooting been?
Hey, man, God is good. That's all I can say. My teammates, they had trust in me. They had faith in me. They said, Ray, we're going to give you a shot today. So I tried to do the best I could.
What do you think about the Big Three, and why did you want to end on a high note so you can come back and play in this league?
That was actually our motto for the last game, end on a high note. The last couple games, we put ourselves in a tough situation, losing 3 in a row. So just to go out on a win like this was huge for us.
You see Kevin Murphy, he was in this league just like you, comes in, makes an impact. Now he's probably going to win MVP. Do you think about that when you're in this league playing and getting your opportunity?
I just think about taking the best of my opportunities, whether it's small or big. You know, I didn't get a lot of playing time this whole season, which I understood coming in. I know the ins and outs of the league, but when my time came, I did the most of it.
All right, congratulations.
Yes, all right, Scott.
Man, what a story by Ray Nixon. Joined the team after week 2. Had gone weeks without scoring and poured in 22. Jim Jackson, it was fun.
Always good to get back with you, Lisa.
For Scal, our producer Brian Sealing, our director Alana Campbell, I'm Lisa Byington. Drama on the final day of the regular season for Big 3. Tri-State with the upset. Ray Nixon, the hero.